Man, what a season opener, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some Colts fans already expected us to go down and lose to Seattle week one due to that losing streak that we're on. We had the longest losing streak of home openers. But it was a tough game to watch. At the beginning of the game, I'm not gonna lie, I did have confidence in the team. We looked very good starting off. But then after that second and 20, it just went downhill. And you kind of expected how it was going to look after the first drive when we went down the field and had to settle for three. We kind of figured, okay, the Colts are going to struggle. And, it is expected. A lot of Colts fans didn't expect us to go into the first 5 games and have a winning record. Most people expected 1-4, 2-3, maybe even 0-5. But, going into the Seattle game, we did look like we had a chance to win it. And to give the brighter look of it, offensive line isn't healthy, and we still only lost by 12 points. We could have had the chance to win it, but from the bright side, the run game looked committed. We need to run the football more. We started to get a little aggressive at the end. Um, Running the football, the way we ran the football, the counters and the outside hands off, pretty much, those were in our favor. Those were in our favor. But the run schemes that we did use at the whole game, we just ran the ball a little too much. We didn't pass the ball enough. Carson Wentz, he was dialed up. He looked pretty solid. He did get banged up on some sacks and everything, but that's not his fault. That's the offensive line fault, which is pretty terrible today. Well, not today, but Sunday. Sunday's performance from the offensive line was very bad, in my opinion. Wasn't expecting that. Just in taking no knock from Seattle because they had a really good pressure. They did a good job attacking Carson. But he still did a good job, in my opinion. He didn't throw any interceptions. Most people expect him to throw a few picks this year. But to have no picks against Seattle just shows how much he's evolved. He's going back to his natural self. But the run game, we ran too much. The coaching today was pretty bad, in my opinion. The coaching game plan was really bad. It was one-dimensional, which pretty much what we had an issue last year with, being one-dimensional. When you look at the secondary, they had a bad job. Rocky Sin actually didn't have a bad game. Most people expected Rocky Sin to struggle, or they wanted him to get better, but he had a pretty good game. DK Metcalf was on an island. We double-teamed him pretty much most of the game. But he was on an island with Rocky Sin. Rocky Sin was stride for stride with him on that one play that went outside the sidelines. On that third down. Rocky Sin he had a pretty decent game. When you look at TJ Carey, he had a good solid game as well. Darius Leonard, he showed up. DeForest Buckner showed up. Everyone else, Bobby Okereke struggled today. Sunday. He struggled. So, I'm pretty sure, I hope he'll bounce back. But this is a big leap for him going into that role. Replacing Anthony Walker can be a huge step. We all knew this was coming. But everyone else in general, the secondary had a pretty bad day. Kenny Moore had a good day as well. I can't take that away from him. Quiddy Pay, he showed up. He had some flashes, but in general, the defense, they showed up at the end, but early they struggled. And this is the problem we have with the Colts. If one side of the field does good, the other side is going to have the other side's going to struggle. It's just as simple as that. We can't have one. We got to have one or the other. We can't have both. But it is what it is at the end of the day. The wide receivers, they got involved late at the end. Zach Pascal, the most consistent wide receiver, he had 2 touchdowns. He took away Jonathan Taylor's touchdown with the penalty, but he wound up scoring on his own after that. I feel like he did it on purpose. Marley Cox had a lot of drops. Hopefully he can get that figured out. Jack Doyle showed up today on Sunday. That was a good sight to see. But overall, Carson Wentz had a good game. Offensive line struggled. The coaching was terrible. But I think we can figure it out. Hopefully going into next week is going to be very rough. Julian Davenport isn't the answer at left tackle. Hopefully Fisher can return soon enough. Hopefully that could be a change for us. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section about the game. How do you think we'll pan out going into next week? And I'll talk to you guys later. This is Marcus, and until next time, you've been Culture Shock.